Business English Vocabulary for Arabic Speakers. Episode 3, Telephone Skills.
Welcome to episode 3 of our Business English Vocabulary for Arabic Learners series. In episode 1, we learned important words. In episode 2, we practiced useful expressions. Today, we will focus on telephone skills, how to answer, speak politely, and end a business call in English. So now let's begin with section number 1, key phrases for telephone calls. Here are 5 common phrases you need for business phone calls. First, good morning. This is, and say your name. For example, my name is Ammar. So, good morning. This is Ammar. معناها صباح الخير. معك عمار. Meaning in English, a polite way to introduce yourself when answering or making a call. Second, may I speak to, and say the name that you want to speak to. هل يمكنني التحدث إلى عمار مثلا? Meaning, asking to talk to someone politely. Third, I'm calling about. أنا أتصل بخصوص شيء ما أو موضوع ما. Explaining the reason for your call. يعني أنت بتشرح السبب لاتصالك. Fourth, could you repeat that please? هل يمكنك إعادة ذلك من فضلك? Meaning, asking politely when you did not hear or understand. Fifth, thank you for your time. Goodbye. شكرا لوقتك. إلى اللقاء. Meaning, a polite way to end the conversation. Now let's move on to the next section. Pronunciation practice. Repeat after me. Good morning. This is, and say your name. May I speak to, and say the name that you want to speak to. I am calling about. I'm calling about. Could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. So now let's move on to section number 3, short telephone dialogues. Dialogue number 1, making a call. Good morning. This is Ahmed. May I speak to Mrs. Sarah? Yes. One moment, please. Dialogue number 2, asking for clarification. I'm calling about the meeting tomorrow. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? Of course, I said I'm calling about the meeting tomorrow. Dialogue number 3, ending the call. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Goodbye. So now let's begin with section 4, exercises. Exercise number 1. Choose the correct phrase from what we had so far. Which phrase would you use? You want to speak to Mr. Ali on the phone. What will you use? Correct. May I speak to Mr. Ali? Second, you didn't hear clearly. Correct. Could you repeat that, please? Third, you're ending a polite phone call. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Exercise number 2, fill in the blank. Complete the sentence with the correct phrase. Blank, this is Fatima. So we're gonna use either good morning or good afternoon, good evening, or sort of. Second, I'm calling blank the sales report. Of course, about. I'm calling about the sales report. Third, blank for your time. Goodbye. So, of course, we are gonna use thank. Thank you for your good time. Goodbye. So now let's move on to exercise number 3, role play practice. Now it's your turn. Imagine that you are on the phone. First, start by introducing yourself. How do you like to introduce yourself? Of course, by saying good morning or good evening. This is, and say your name. Good morning. This is Ammar. Second, ask to speak to someone. How do you like to ask to speak to someone? Correct. May I speak to, and say the name. Third, end the call politely. Correct. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Excellent work. In this episode, you learned and practiced 5 telephone expressions in English. Practice them in real phone conversation to build confidence. In episode 4, we will learn how to write professional business emails.